the most random stuff goes through my head at times. So I was just thinking about, should I go outside today or not? And then I was just like, because I really want to go talk to the trees and just hug them and just kiss them and squeeze them and tell them thank you for just being there. But then again, it's cold as heck outside. So I'm just like, I don't know. And I was just thinking, like, just picturing me outside talking to the trees, right? Because I don't care if other people's outside or not. Like, I just don't care. So I was thinking about, like, what other people might be thinking, like, when they see me hug the tree, like, they thinking, like, is she cool? Like, is everything, like, I don't know. But then I started thinking about Moses, like, when he was talking to the burning bush. And then I was like, you can only imagine, like, in that time, what people must have thought about Moses too, talking to a bush, like, dude, is you cool? And then, of course, my mind always have to go the extra mile. So I was like, what if that burning bush was really a burning bud? You know, they come from the earth. And that's why he had to go up high, go up high to talk to the Most High. And, like, I don't know, but I'm just messing around about that part. And then, and then, I don't know, I was just thinking about just, like, spirituality and how people, like, some are still trying to nudge me, like, to try to tell me, like, you know, nature, and we shouldn't, you know, people say worship nature and other things, but I pointed out clearly, I don't worship anybody. I don't worship anybody. I don't worship anything. Worship, no. Honor, yes. Honor, yes. Please bring honor to us. Please bring honor to us all. I honor my ancestors. I honor Most High Mother and Father. I honor the universe. I honor nature. I honor myself. I honor. I don't worship nothing, right? Nothing. So when people come at me like, oh, you shouldn't worship this, I laugh because why do you worship anything? Worship is beneath you. Is it not? Honor is what you should do. Worship is crazy work to me. And that's why I say, like, when people be trying to tell you stuff, like, do you really know what you're talking about? Right? Because who needs worship? Once again, think about somebody who has everything, that created everything. You think they want to be fluffed up all the time and worship and praise? No. Or get jealous? No. No, that ain't the same person. That's why I just keep getting back to, and then, like, when you come for nature, you don't know what you're talking about now, because I've been out there by myself. Nobody else was around, so nobody else could, like, you know, be in my ear about certain things. I got to be able to see and experience it all for myself. Just me. And everybody thought I was weird. Like, oh, Jackie outside again. Jackie talking to the trees. But whole time, Jackie is tapped TFN, right? All the way tapped in. And so this was I bringing this up too about nature, because people's like, oh, when you study astrology is evil, is in the Bible. But did you know the 3 wise men in the Bible, they went to the sun? Those wise men was also called Magi or Magi. You put a C on Magi, you get magic. What? And what is magic? Like a mixture of what? Nature, astrology, science, and what? Intentions, what? But the 3 wise men, right? They went to go see Jesus, brought Jesus gifts. And that's why I made the video, like, not even that long ago, just explaining this, because I overlooked it myself. I just was able to come back and just like, it was in my face the whole time, but I didn't know what I was looking for or what I was looking at, but I knew it, but didn't know what I knew, right? So the 3 wise men, boom, they represent the 3 eyes. And then, like, when I broke the word down, Nazareth, you break down Nazareth to Nazir or Nazar, you're going to get pineal. It means 3rd eye. So when it says Jesus of Nazareth, Jesus of the third eye, Jesus of the pineal gland, and which the pineal is intuition. It don't mean like what type of intuition. You can get bad intuition or good intuition, but it's just intuition. So Jesus came from intuition, from good and from evil, from both sides of the playing field, right? And so most of us, I'm not saying all of us, but most of us, we come from the same place too. And you can feel it in your heart as well too, because like what I like to compare this part to is Star Wars. Anakin Skywalker, right? Before he went to the dark side, when he was still with the Jedi, he was like the prophesied to be the greatest good. But then on the other side, because the intuition, they got the same message about him, but they're on two sides of the two sides of the force, different sides of the force. So the other side, the separatists or the Sith, they wanted him because if he can be the greatest good, he can be the greatest evil and then defeat the good. But you have to have balance. And that's why I said, like, life is like a math problem, an intricate math problem. What you do to one side, you have to do to the other, because they have to be balanced. There can't be good without evil, right? There can't be love without hate. You have to have a high point. And just like when you say, like, oh, my higher self, if you have a higher self, you have a lower self. And if for something like for a height and a low, a depth, you have to have a middle point. There's where the Trinity, I can't even get it out. The Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, the three wise men. That's where all of this come from. A high, a middle, and a low. The third eyes, like it's the past, present, and the future. It all goes into the same thing. Like everything is connected. But what I just want to get to people, because like when you come at me, little old me, and you be trying to like tell me stuff that I know that you're wrong about, I won't come and check you publicly. What I'm going to do is just go make a video, because obviously you have to learn in a different way, or maybe you just have to see it in different forms so that you can see. Like I've been reading this Bible since I was a kid. You cannot tell me anything about that Bible like on a surface level, I should say, that I do not know or do not understand, right? So when I was able to look at that book now from a spiritual level and then understand like, I get it now. It has nothing to do with the physical. That was to soothe one group of people, right? And then spiritually, like this is for them, but we're going to write it in a way so it feels like it's for everybody, but really follow the spiritual tense. And then after you get through spiritually, like you learn that, look at it now as a history book of where it started, how you come, and then how you got here. Not to be taken literally at no point in time. Yes, the only thing you should really take literal out of that book is to love people and treat them how you would want to be treated, because that's the same logic and the same thing that applies universally. Everything else is just hogwash, like distractions and all this other things. But it's all these stories in this Bible. They're all related to science. Every single last one of them. They're all related to astrology. Look at the 12 disciples, astrology. Then you can also look at the 12 disciples as the 12 cranial nerves in the brain. Like everything is connected. And then like the 13 colonies, 13 bloodline families, and then they said, 12 tribes, but there's really 13 tribes, but they took out the 13th tribe because it was a woman, Jacob's other daughter. And then the 13th astrology sign, Mary Magdalene. The 13th disciple, Mary Magdalene. But I'm just saying, like, everything is connected. And then following those stories in the Bible, it shows you just how masculine energy overpowered the feminine. And then how it was told how the feminine was going to come back, like the return of the Mac, and take back its power from the masculine, because it didn't want to fight itself. And that's why, like, Star Wars, love Star Wars. I talked about this before, but there's an episode where Yoda, he had to go to the cave, the Sisters of Destiny, or it was Sisters of Fate, something. I play a lot of video games too, so those three sisters, the three that be showing up, they always be calling themselves different things, but it's still the same thing spiritually, the three. But anyways, like it's divinity. But anyways, Yoda went to this cave and he was like on his little soul journey because he was just like got lost because he was been a Jedi for over like 900 some years, and then now he just got to start questioning stuff because he's seeing that their system isn't as worked out as they thought it was. It was flawed. They had traitors in the midst and all this other stuff. So then Yoda got confused and he started questioning himself. So he went to this cave and, started communicating with the dead, the old Jedi. Like, how is this possible? You passed on already. Like, da 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 da. And they're explaining life force and energy. That energy really cannot really be destroyed. It can only transcend. That's it. And then I took it a deeper level. Like, you can house energy. This vessel, our body is a house of our energy, right? It houses our energy. But then after this vessel, because this vessel is on a contract now, this vessel has a contract with time that it only can be for so long and then it's done for. I ain't getting into all that. But anyways, when Yoda was in the cave, this dark entity just come and start attacking him, and then Yoda, like, he's like deflecting, doing his little Jedi stuff, like ooh, boom, 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 and then he got a glimpse of the entity that was attacking him, and saying these crazy stuff to him, and he saw that it was him. He said, "Me, Yoda," like, and then like all this other stuff. So he's like. And then he's like, I get it now. So instead of fighting, in the middle of the fight, Yoda just sat down on the floor and he just started meditating. And then the dude was like, get up, you're scared, da 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 da, get up and fight me. And Yoda said no, because the moment I fight myself, I've already lost. And so that's why he stopped fighting. Because you cannot fight yourself. You're always going to lose. But the way that this world set up everything now, they, instead of saying like, oh, you're fighting yourself, they hid you inside of you and then gave you this invisible beast, this invisible enemy. Oh, it's an enemy right there, but you can't see him. But the enemy be doing this, and the enemy doing this, and da 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 da. Right? You hear all the stuff that the devil does, but the devil never shows his face. But you know who does show their face? People that look like you and I, to show you like where God is and where the devil is. They're all concepts and titles, and we wear them and we put them on depending on what we do. Like, there's moments I've been the devil. And I don't deny it. Like, there's moments I turned up on somebody. Like, I had to. But and then there's sometimes I wore the face of God. But when I say, like, when you get aligned in both of your energies, you have to understand you need the good as much as you need the evil, or what you think is evil. And I'm trying to find a way to really like explain that. So I probably go over to the drawing table and just draw out something that'll help me find the words for that. But I just wanted to just jump on here. Nature ain't evil. Love it because it loves you regardless of our ignorance. And like, I've always been connected with nature since I was a kid, and I'm just sitting here just really thinking about it. Like, I've always been in trees. Like, younger, I used to just climb trees, sit up there, lay in them. And when I seen the movie Avatar, that they live like that, I'm like, man, those are probably my people. Yeah, I'm gonna get up in the tree so fast, but it's been so long since I climbed a tree. Or how, like, even like when I used to get in trouble, I'd go crying. I'm always going to go cry, sit under a tree. I used to take naps under a tree, like, or when I didn't want to hang clothes on a clothesline when we were growing up, I'd go hide behind a tree. Like, where Jackie at? Behind the tree, hiding. But I'm just like, I've always been connected with nature. And just now that I have the awareness to know that it's alive too, that's what made me just start going out and talking to it. And then kind of just changed my heart. Like, if I see stuff on the ground, whether I threw it down there or not, I pick it up. I don't care whose house is in front of. I don't care if I'm in the middle of the woods. I pick it up and I put the trash where the trash go. If I see some sticks that didn't fail and this, that, and the other, I'll go pick it up because I love nature that much, because she like loves me too and have loved me, like, and I can feel it, like, even when I go outside, the wind would just pick up and just start blowing, and that just makes me so happy to me, because I'm like the wind saying hello. Or like how right now, like, the sun's not out, but I promise you, if I go outside, the sun will come outside and it'll just come out bright, and it just like it's getting out to say, hey Jackie, hey. And like, that's how I feel inside. Like, it's so magical to me. Like, when I go outside, I feel like a little kid that's just coming like to life again, and then like life all around you just coming to say hello. I see like animals and bugs I've never seen before, and like you can just tell, just like nature acknowledges me too. And that's why I was getting on about discernment, because a lot of people try talking me out of it just because they're not there yet. And I was almost going for it, and I'm just like, no, because when nobody else was there, when it was just me, the storm, or just me, I was outside in a tornado before. I've been outside in almost every element. The only one I have not grounded in was hail. So I said the next time it hails, I'm just going to go outside and do what it do. But I've been outside like after it hails, but I've never been outside during. I've been outside during a tornado, a hurricane, like all this other stuff, just facing the storm, right? Heart of the storm, just some daredevil type stuff. And I've got so much like an energy surge. Like, I can't really explain it. Like, just the month of January alone, I felt like I had jumped timelines like 3 different times. Like, now I'm to the point where when I sleep, I'm sleeping for like maybe an hour, 2 hours, 3 at most, and I'm up. Like yesterday, no, this was the day before yesterday, I started working on my book at like 10 o'clock in the morning. I went, took a shower, and I was like, I'm going to go work on this book, do this, do that. Then I'm going to go fix something to eat and then come back and work on my book. I never got back up after 10 a.m. I sat at that desk until almost midnight. And to me, it had only been like 2 hours at most. But then I looked at the time and I'm like, what the heck? I said, oh, heck no, I'm calling HR. I'm calling the union. I'm calling somebody. Like, I've been here working at this desk. I ain't had no bathroom break. I ain't get up and take no break. And I'm just like, I've been sitting here really for all of these hours just working? What the heck? And then I just started laughing, like, well, if you do something that you love, it doesn't feel like work. And that's where I've been at, just trying to find balance at doing what I love, but then just trying to be like, disciplined with my time too, like better time management. Like, of course, I went hard, I got a lot of stuff done, but I'm like, what if I wanted to do something else? Or maybe that's just what I needed. But I'm like, I don't know. But I don't know. But I just wanted to share that. And then, I don't know. It just feels so magical. Like, I don't know how to really explain it. But I'll probably just throw on some layers of clothes now and just go outside. And it's been a while since I laid on the ground, since the other day when I was outside playing and I fell. Well, I purposely fell. I was playing around, but I might just go out there and just lay down for a little bit. We'll see.